Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the .17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. What you running? Watch the run.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. This is Ingram on first and 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Rolling to his right. He'll take a shot. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's third and short. Jackson, option right. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up fourth. They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Now Cook running right. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen, 52 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ingram, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. On the counter, Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's got it to Ingram, complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right and avoids the contact by sliding. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They run, Cook, and an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. from the gun. Here's Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on second and long. Cousins looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that takes us from second to third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing, Cousins. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Cousins now setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Flushed out right, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
From the 25 on second down, Cousins. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On third down, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Jackson now escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter. able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On is the punter Cook, who sends it away. Sherrills to return it. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and 10.
A toss to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is up to 18 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent. And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents. Now Cook. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Cousins on 3rd and 2. It's complete to Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Cousins. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That goes for a gain of 31. On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. 3rd and goal for Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey got the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson's throw on target to Willie Snead. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Throwing here, Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Cook. And some room to maneuver. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He'll have it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw again. Snead's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep depth. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Jackson forced out to his left. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
There you go. Line in. 53 is the mark. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Elliott.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Flush into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Hey, kill.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that will be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, They have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Right there. 54. Stay with you, man.
Second and 7.
Check right, 54.
From the 45 on second down, Mahomes. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They fake the give. Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They convert on third with a gain of 22. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Partner, earlier we were talking about the undefeated teams in the league. Let's switch that and look at the teams at the bottom, like Miami, Washington, Denver, etc. Who is there hope for that is off to a really rough start?
And if we're talking about hope, are we talking about this season or are we talking about the future?
Well, let's do in the future.
Okay, in the future, well, Miami's accumulating draft picks at an incredible rate, but they'll have to hit on all of them and make great decisions in free agency. If so, then they definitely have hope for the future. If you're Washington, well, you drafted Dwayne Haskins this past year. Can you build around a rookie quarterback, a young guy, and make this thing work? If you're Denver, you've got to get some things figured out because normally their defense carries them. Arizona, well, of course, Kyler Murray's there in a new system. Will it take root? Will it take hold? Atlanta is the biggest surprise to me in the early going at 1-3. I don't think any of us saw this coming, but they can still climb back into the race if they can get on a little bit of a run.
So Atlanta would be a team, if we're talking this season, you think still might have some hope?
I still believe that in the NFC South, a tough division, but because of familiarity breeding contempt, they won't be as concerned about playing those teams. They know them, they're familiar, and they have Matty Ice, Matt Ryan at quarterback. They can get hot in a hurry.
And a big 32-yard play on third. This is Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down now, it's McCoy. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Room here to run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mahomes going to throw.